No,
I
does
don't
it?
think
So.
Is that somebody's D4?
I don't know.
What's
like,
it look like?
Mine.
Is it? No, it's plastic. I thought it was metal.
I didn't pass it around. I'm like, I don't know how it appeared there. Like,
It's a D4, all right.
I have so many dice, but I know them all.
Right?
like
one of the
like
traits
this.
of a dice goblin is like you got too many,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I
you
think
know
that's
which
what I
ones are
might
yours.
somehow.
That is definitely.
I always recognize my sets, although
Yes,
there was
those
at
are
one
a little,
point I bought one of those like Poundo
that-
dice
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah.
So that's all like mixed
think it's
bag,
your
and like
flower.
I
Yeah.
I think it's your.
Yes.
recognize all
Yes.
of
It's the
those.
same color.
Yes, we are.
What?
Live.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. Ah, you got it. See.
No, you said you pushed the button. I knew you were live.
Yeah, it's not like we don't listen to you or anything.
Yeah. Jeez, Calvin.
Gosh, yeah.
We all
How dare
heard
you
the
assume
announcement.
we don't
You
listen
said
to
it
you?
very
That was great.
clearly. We acknowledged it.
God.
That was awesome. That was so
one.
good.
That was excellent.
Oh, we are sassy mode today. It's gonna be interesting.
Today.
Well, always, but
Well, that's fair.
This feels-
Sometimes we're just stupid goofy.
Yeah.
He's gonna win that
That's
one.
that's just like sometimes it's like, wow, it seems like Tucker's telling a lot of puns today, and it's like,
that's all
is that just now or is that just you know
That's just all the
general
time.
state of being?
That's his brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interestingly enough.
Well done, Calvin.
So how's everyone so far? Good?
Pretty
good.
good. Pretty good.
Sleepy, but great.
Sleepy.
Great,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I
Good.
took a nap on Sunday, and then I went to bed at 1.
Is that why you housed that
5.
cup of coffee so fast?
Yeah, 2 cups.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because I swear he like got the coffee, sat down, and then like a
God.
couple minutes later he was like, I'm getting another cup of coffee. I was like,
Okay.
but
We're close.
buddy,
We're getting there.
friend.
Okay.
Our Tanuki's gonna have a lot of energy.
Tanuki's gonna be there.
Oh boy.
The Tanuki
It's
should.
showing up.
Suzuki.
The Tanuki Suzuki.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, technically, could turn into one, I guess.
No, it's not.
Not
a
yet.
bulk of one or.
Yeah.
A little model one.
Oh my god. Turns a
C
little,
version.
little Lego. Little
1,000 scale?
Caltrops.
Yeah. Right. Oh my god.
Lego.
Ooh, that hurt.
No, could you do that? No, Tanuki, you can't do that. You can't
Yeah, we
discorporate yourself, can you?
Yeah, probably not
He
like
could
a
probably turn
You
it
bajillion.
can't turn it into
One
multiple
single
caltrops.
Yeah.
But a
Yeah.
small bulk of a couple caltrops, and you just join them together with little lines of metal.
You just
Like
gotta
little
stick
sticks like a
figure.
box.
So
That is-
I do see what he's saying there.
caltrop.
They're just not removed. It's a bunch of caltrops that have not been removed from that like Gundam plastic.
Exactly. God.
So here's the thing. You guys are taking too many steps to do bullshit with metal.
Yeah.
Character
Yeah.
can literally just do bullshit with metal.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, that's fair.
I
that
think
is fair.
forming caltrops is well within something I can do with my base kinesis.
I
Yeah,
like that.
that's
That's
fair.
cool. Oh, it's so
I
cool.
could, however, be the rope that is around in a cool little trap that is launched, and then I could do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but a bunch of
You just
a
can't
bunch
split
of,
yourself into
yeah,
molecules.
I can't
you
be
know?
a bunch of pun bullets, unless they were all
Yeah, splitting
connected
yourself
to one.
up into multiple
But
objects is
how far
entirely too
do
broad.
atoms need to be apart from each other to not be a part of the same
Okay,
object?
let's
Oh
go.
my god.
Let's just start.
I
We're
would just
good.
like to point out that we are playing a fantasy game here,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need more coffee.
and not a
what I
game
was
that
doing.
answers that question.
yeah.
knew what I was doing.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, there's
These
a
might be
starting
pun
table.
guns.
There's rules. Probably has said it many times.
I
There's
feel
rules.
very adamant
rules.
that the Nerf guns need to be used for puns and puns only.
Yeah, I think that's right. Otherwise, we enter
can't
a
be shot
lawless
for being
state
mean.
where.
Exactly, it would just become Nerf-based anarchy.
Yeah, exactly.
I like anarchy.
Nerf-based
Anyway.
anarchy.
I feel like it would derail the
Get a-
game harder
get a
than it
soft
does
gun.
already.
Well, yeah.
Airsoft.
They're soft gun.
Oh no.
Still poke a kid's eye out.
All right.
Yeah.
Some
Cool.
metal ball bearings. And
No, you just freeze them.
You're gonna shoot
Do
your
the
eye out,
paintball game,
kid.
just freeze the paintballs.
They don't shoot for shit though when you do that.
Oh my god, somebody has tried.
I don't know.
I play
I
paintball.
wouldn't know. No, I.
I used to take the students out and shoot them. Like
I don't.
at a paintball
So,
place.
Josh, I'd like to point out once more that we are
Listen,
live
guys.
and
Live.
broadcast.
Quick caveat.
Did we tell everybody Josh didn't sleep last night? Josh didn't sleep last night.
Oh, my.
I
Well,
have played
I can see
paintball. They're
having a
fantastic.
paintball war with students being
Yeehaw.
therapeutic. That's all I can say
I'll
about
tell you
that.
what. Listen, we had this thing called the Gauntlet, and it was like I don't dare use the word hazing because it wasn't hazing, but the club came up with the idea of running the 100 meter dash while everybody else, so new members of the club would have to run this dash
So wait,
while
how is that
everybody
not
lined
hazing?
up and then just shot.
How is that not hazing?
Well, it's because we don't use that word.
Because that's not a word we use to describe this particular behavior.
We call it initiation.
No, we call it entry fee.
Entry fee.
And trust building exercise.
Oh my god.
What trust?
Trust building.
Trust that I'll shoot
Trust
you.
that you gotta get shot.
And
guys.
then afterwards, everyone gets in a
Trust
circle
if
and
you
kicks you.
Trust
It was a
everyone
fun story. One of the
is out
kids
to get
chickened
you.
out and he didn't run, right?
You just started.
And then everybody ragged on him for not doing it. And he's like, fuck it, I'll go. And I'm like, dude, do you realize now? Before there were like
Other
8
targets.
of you.
Yeah.
Now there is just 1 of you. And there's 12 of us shooting
Like,
at just
you should have
one
just gone
dumbass.
with everybody
and he's
else.
just like,
You
"Mark,
made
if I
a
don't
mistake."
do this, they won't let me in. And I'm like,
Aww.
all right, man, you better run. You better run
fast.
fast.
Better
He's
really
like,
run.
can I wear your vest? I'm like, it ain't gonna help shit, but sure. Go for it, buddy. Man, did he get shot something fierce, but he was right in there, accepted. We accepted him.
The Russian way of motivating the troops.
Right, seriously.
Jeez.
Sounds
I did.
For the record, I did the run and didn't get hit.
You.
Nice job, Red.
Of course you won.
Yeah, of
AC's too high.
And let me tell you something.
Plot armor.
Did,
yeah.
so someone described it to you as being a game before you started doing it.
Yeah.
That's how that happened.
Yeah, that's how that works.
I did. And he was just like, yeah, I'll cheese this. And it was all done. And what was funny is that we had a really little guy in the club at that time. And he saw Red and he's like, hey, man, I'm going to stay next to that guy. And he just ran and Red shadowed the whole time.
Smart.
Dude.
That's a good strategy too.
Anyway, good times.
You could
but,
easily fan dance your way through a paintball course.
I've seen him.
Oh jeez.
Wow,
I've seen him.
I believe you.
It's so
Holy shit.
intense
You
right
think
now.
it's funny. I've seen this kid dance dervish his way through a
I
fucking
know. I'm
forest.
just like, I've seen him.
Dude, were you like a nom or something? Jesus, I can believe you.
Apparently.
Josh
play
on
with that
2
kid in the
cups of
woods.
Coffee is intense.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'd like to point, it's not that. It's him in the woods. It's scary.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You're the reason why people live in Sasquatch. No, look at him.
Sam's
All right, we should probably do something.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
we have a
yeah,
game
let's
and
start
stuff.
the
We're live, right?
game. Yes, yes, we are. Right?
It's like, let me just sneak this one in here.
Yeah, give it back
I
to
just
you.
checked.
You did. Thank you. Thank you, and thank you everybody on cyberspace. Yeah, that joke. That joke's not played out. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No,
my
it's
God.
that's I would expect it
Every
to
time.
play out. I'm gonna be disappointed.
Space! Oh, wait.
Yeah,
In space.
wrong show.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Anything? We have Hunters on Wednesday. Hopefully.
Yeah, yep.
I said it right this week.
Yes.
Good job. Good
That's
job.
the space.
Yeah.
That one's in space.
Space.
With bounty hunters.
And then Kingdom of Steam on Sunday.
yes.
Good.
Level 5.
Yeah, they just
Hey!
leveled up.
Yeah. So what do you? I mean, what do you all? If you decide what you're taking for your upgrades or your online?
It's level 5, so it's just, I get
Yeah, they just kind of.
I don't think anyone had any stuff
extra
to
attack and
pick.
slaying strike.
Nice.
I do get
Yeah.
spells.
Yeah, some spells get picked.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I'll have to
yeah.
look at that.
Yes, you would
Cool.
have some spells to pick.
Second
I
one.
don't.
We
Level
get this
5 is
giant
not too
robot. It's gonna be
exciting.
great.
Nice.
What?
There's another giant robot. Like how many more giant robots in every campaign?
We have already fought giant robots. And,
Yeah, that was a work in progress, giant robot.
Yeah.
well, that's terrifying because that was a scary fight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And let's see. So I guess games are going well. I presume.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Anything else to report?
No, I don't think so. I think all is wow. I'm ready to
Cool.
hear it.
I guess. Yes. Okay. Well, let's do the thing. Okay. Put some music on. Nope. That's the pulp. All right. That's going. Oh yeah. So everyone on cyberspace, please. I mentioned the shows, but on Wednesday, please check out CT Avis's channel on YouTube, and then on Sundays for the Kingdom of Steam. Yes, you will know. And like and subscribe.
Yes.
Yes.
And join the Discord if you haven't
Discord.
already.
Yeah. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
It's all down there in the doobly doo.
Ah. Okay. So let's see here. Last time, lots of stuff happened.
Yes.
And after the ship, the port side of it, the second deck, exploded out from causes unknown, but
Super unknown.
As far as almost everyone on the ship is
How could
concerned,
that have
causes
happened?
unknown.
I
yeah,
don't.
Mysteriously.
Wasn't any of us.
No.
yeah.
Directly.
So you quickly scramble to save passengers and crew, little kids, and while simultaneously trying to put out fires and repair the ship itself in immediate kind of triage fashion. Along the way, a lot of cool things did happen. Like, what is it? Tucker's character, the Tag, jumped over with a sail.
Oh
That's
yeah.
pretty clutch. Yeah.
It's fasten it to the other side of the boat, give it like a quick kind of band-aid. Argo's character, yeah. Escorted people upstairs and saved a child. You were not here, but you were lots of things.
Yes.
You were my dancing water bucket.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you actually came in very clutch. You did some good transforming. Good transforming. Way to go.
Yeah. There was a quick moment of combat where the Kineticist did some badass stuff.
That was fun.
Yeah.
The arsonist did not know what he was messing with.
No, certainly not.
He could have just gone to a different boat. I fully maintain that. If he had not tried to claim our boat, he wouldn't be dead right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't land the killing blow, but you were definitely the reason he died.
He fully came up to the boat that
A little
that
rafting.
Grim
thing, yeah.
and Coco were aboard already, and is like, "That's my boat," and we were just like, "No, no, it isn't."
But as per like everything that happened in the campaign, like so far, and like I feel like we just are making a lot of bad. There was a lot of like miss on everybody's turns. Like I don't know what's going on. In this game.
Well, we start the first roll of the campaign was a natural one.
That's
Yeah.
Then the second one was a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe. Did I have that?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it was
I think it was
I think, I think that
pace.
one was.
So,
Yeah,
I-
this
So
is all your
I'm
fault.
back.
Everything bad that happens, we blame on you now.
I'll take that though.
Everything that from this point on has to be an improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or
So
status
It's all
quo.
up from here, really.
The specter of bad luck looms large over the erring star. So I know Jack did some great things, with lighting stuff on fire or igniting things.
I
Growing.
ate the fire.
You ate the fire.
And
That's
then
right.
you
Yeah,
made-
yeah.
And then made it smoke.
Hallucinatory-inducing patch on top of Tag's canvas to
I
patch
fixed
the
the boat.
boat.
Yeah.
People hallucinate.
I know your third eye opened and scared the hell of the arsonist, if I remember correctly.
Literally to death.
Pop
I
his
think.
brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep. And you did some awesome band dancing, if I remember.
I ran very fast and missed, but
Yeah.
I ran very
I ran
fast.
very fast and missed. But I did.
It looked
use,
cool.
I did use the sprinkler bucket.
That's true.
Sprinkler bucket was pretty freaking cool.
So after all of that, Valeria goes over to the body of the arsonist, Kalen, and just looks at him and just takes a dagger and tossed him overboard,
That's
leaving him behind. After meeting with you, and you, I guess you all went down below decks, if I remember correctly. She summoned her crew, gave a quick speech, and gave Tag the dagger itself, which is a +1 cold iron dagger. Yeah. So,
Yep.
anything else of note that we should report on?
She super totally caught everybody hiding, and then
Oh,
was just,
yeah.
was just
she
kind
was
of like,
cool with it.
just don't mess with things.
Right.
And Coco was like, "Where are we going?" She
Oh,
actually
yes.
figured out that we don't seem to actually be heading towards the prison island.
Mhm.
The captain
correct.
is leading us somewhere else. I don't know where.
And now
Not that
we are-
smart, but
We're suspicious that she may, in fact, indeed be a pirate.
that's
Again,
immediately what Coco
I'm just
thinks.
happy to not
Coco's
be
convinced.
thrown back in the brink.
Same.
Yeah.
Where are we going? I don't care actually. Not to prison. So
Fair enough. Right. So we're gonna pick up, which pretty much right after the closing speech of Valeria, and she looks around. And immediately after getting the damage, she looks at her crew, and she says, well, first she looks down, pulls in her little pouch, pulls out a compass, looks at her compass, looks around real quick, puts it down, back in her pouch, and then she starts giving commands to her crew. It's okay. We need to really assess the damage. We have to get the wounded up here. We have to tend to them. We have to bring out the dead, and those who are worthy are buried at sea. And so and beyond that, after that is done, we need to figure out what happened. This is an enclosed space. There's nowhere to run on this boat. But crew, we have to figure this out. Okay. And then I guess I'll assume she'll share that information with everyone else as before she goes into her quarters. So she'll come downstairs and start looking around, and she's looking very carefully at where the explosion happened.
The mushroom patch.
Yeah. Which she sees.
Does she get hallucinate? Does she hallucinate?
What's
the
roll
DC?
for
Oh
that?
gosh.
Hold on,
What
let me
does it
double
say
check.
there?
But I think
What's
it's
the-
17.
Mushroom.
Oh, I rolled an 18 on the die.
DC 17.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
It
she's
is
saved
a-
then. Success. Oh. Okay. A critical success is unaffected.
Fortitude. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got a 28.
Well,
That is
I
a critical success then.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
right?
You're
10
unaffected.
10 more
Yeah,
than
10 or higher. Yep.
Yeah.
10 or
Right, 'cause
higher,
that's
yeah.
the DC.
So she looks at it, she smells, she looks around. Are any of you in this area? I don't
We're
think so.
all
We
in
went to the-
Argos'
we went to the
cabin.
cabin.
I think
Yeah,
we had
hoping to
gone
get a
back to-
rest.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
I'm out.
Yeah, so, but, okay, so we'll just do the rest. We'll jump then to do the rest then, so.
So everybody rests and then this happens? Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Is there a
Sweet,
way
sweet.
to do that?
Let's.
Yeah, there's a
So,
rest button at the
when
top
resting is different in this game, you don't fully heal if you have taken damage.
equal to your con.
Yeah, where is it? This is the one thing I should have looked up, and I didn't because I didn't have.
So when we click the rest button, it reads this. Characters require 8 hours of sleep each day. Though resting typically happens at night, the group gains the same benefit from resting during the day. Either way, they can gain the benefit of resting only once every 24 hours. You regain hit points equal to your Constitution modifier, minimum 1, multiplied by your level. You lose the fatigue condition. Reduce the severity of the doomed and drained conditions by 1, and restore spell slots.
Thank you.
Maybe. So should we rest now, or
up
do
to
we
you.
want to wait?
Well, restore spell slots. Is that what you need?
Well, I mean,
If you need the spell slot restoration,
It's nighttime. Now would be the time for sleep.
yeah. I was also thinking that lets me redo my spells as well.
Sure. So that's up to all of you.
I don't see how to do that on the mobile app.
But if you need to restore hit points, that's your Constitution modifier times your level.
With a minimum of 1.
Yep.
Okay.
So, from which of you, it's like 2 points.
I was gonna say my modifier is a 0. So.
What the hell are my hit points?
Your boy. Okay.
have you ever considered playing a character whose main status Constitution?
No.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like to live dangerously and die quickly.
Where are hit points at?
For the top, the hit points 17, 17.
Oh.
Super cool, though.
Yeah, I don't need to rest.
with your
Like
with
it.
your class
Yeah.
as we start getting up a
We
couple
good?
levels.
Okay.
Oh no,
I don't need to rest. I'll sleep just because
Okay.
it's nighttime.
Yeah.
I feel like there's.
I don't know
Megus's
what to
damage
do.
is very spiky. Does nothing.
Okay. So in the morning, you see Valeria again looking over the damage. This time with a little more light, going around, sort of asking questions of passengers, and and she comes over to your cabin, knocks on the door.
I'm gonna hide.
Force of habit.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone's coming. Ah! So,
One moment.
does anyone else want to hide? Is it just me? Am I the only one who's like
No, we're
instinct
here.
is to hide?
I assume there's gonna be like
Well,
some other side room, like a closet or something.
this-
Hide in.
Oh.
Well, if you're
Captain,
hiding, I'm hiding.
how may I help you?
Yep.
Good morning. Good. I'm sorry. Change the voice. Too deep. Good morning. It seems that with a few of my crew dead in the explosion, and some of these passengers who are not fit for sea voyage, I'm looking for help. Any of you interested in joining the crew on a part-time basis?
Well, I can't speak for everyone, but of course, I'm very interested, especially because I personally have noticed, we're not sailing for the prison.
Love the way you phrase that.
Since it seems I will not have that job, I would be interested in alternate employment.
Okay. Excellent. Anybody else?
Yeah, what he said. I think I'm interested in hearing what you have to say.
Are you an object right now as you say that?
But so because I was hiding in an object, so I envision myself like behind Brother Argo's back, maybe a backpack or something. Just go. All you see is his head.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm a little bit interested in what you have to say.
Excellent.
So freaky.
It'll be a great way to kill the time. I'm in.
We're aboard the boat already. Might as well get paid and do something.
Well, I never said anything about payment.
Oh well.
Again, there's the whisper. And again, Grim's just like, honestly, I am just happy not be locked in the brig. So.
Don't worry, I took an insurance policy out on our exotic animal shipment.
Hi, good to know.
Hold on.
Exotic animal shipment.
Okay. She actually doesn't hear that. Gotcha.
I'm sorry, not compensation. The church does demand
Church.
right here and there, and I must be able to make those if there's no payment. So,
That sounds like a you problem.
well,
So, why would we want to work for you?
Because I can guarantee you safe passage to where you need to go.
And if we don't work for you,
Well,
then we're gonna be unsafe. Are you threatening us?
no, I just won't guarantee your safety.
Is it a threat?
no,
It's just
Only if
not
you
a
make it
promise.
I don't want to make it one.
not directly. It's an indirect threat.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So look,
you mean
you're
like how
saying
we indirectly?
No.
you must understand
You
something
don't
here.
know. You don't know.
We're
about
not
that.
really that interested in just doing things for the good old sanctity of our safety, if you could tell. Not most of us care about that. But
I care about it very
I like
much.
my safety.
well, what I care more about though is like getting something in return.
Perhaps, if you'll allow
No,
me,
please, you good-looking man.
You say on a trial basis. Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yes, indeed.
if we pass the initiation, perhaps we can
Potentially.
we can renegotiate.
Negotiation is always on the table.
Well then, Captain by Captain, you have my mace
Excellent.
and the rest of me, just to be clear.
Fair enough.
I love just like parenthetically. The other things too.
We could, if you could, make sure that like, I'd work if you could make the rest of my group safe. Like, make sure that Conti is safe.
And all your
And,
oranges.
and all the oranges, and all the potatoes, and
Oh.
cocoa.
Yeah, safe passage. Safe passage for the potatoes. I'd work for that.
How are we
And-
supposed to?
Big fucking ass.
What do you mean by safe passage for the potatoes?
What do you mean
Well-
by safe passage for us?
They'll safely pass through my digestive.
Well, I am assuming you won't die, and if things are trouble does come to pass, you have my crew to help support you.
And-
That's
and
what I
we
mean
don't-
for the
Yeah,
potatoes
we don't
and
want
the
the
oranges.
potatoes to die either.
I don't understand.
They're alive?
Vegetables have feeling.
Have you ever let a potato just sit? What happens? They grow.
They
It's-
grow little
it's alive.
buds.
They're vegetables.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
It's
exactly
alive.
yes. That he points at his head.
I'm
We
just
are
like
Jack-o'-lantern.
picturing
Yes.
the captain looking around, and we're all just kind of like.
Would have been easier if you paid us.
Josh!
Yep.
Nice.
You want to make a roll for that?
Yeah. Now that you're offering. Yeah.
I'll give you a circumstance bonus.
Oh,
+2.
using what skill?
He can decide if is probably persuasion or diplomacy.
Yeah. Plus 2, you said?
Yes.
26.
Oh, nice.
I got 19 on that die.
Oh, okay.
Okay. She goes, you know what? You were right, my little frying pan.
My ears poke straight up, and I
Now
look
I'm
over
just
at you.
picturing, like,
I'm like,
maybe that's not something you hear that often.
no, it's definitely
Yeah.
not. I'm never right. I'm like, I look at you guys. I imagine you guys are equally as like baffled.
I'm impressed.
It's like,
Yeah.
Okay, so
Now,
given new information and the vegetables, how about this is the new deal?
We're helping.
If you work on the ship part time, learn how to navigate, learn the ropes, learn the sails, learn how to run the ship. In addition, you investigate this explosion and find the culprit. Whatever treasure we get, you get 10%.
Oh, we know who the culprit is.
Brother Arvo, he's just gonna say it's probably watermelon. 1 second.
Oh my god!
hey, everybody knows you can't trust watermelons.
Well, that's no water.
At the risk of making things a little too simple, wouldn't that be the pyromancer that went overboard last night?
Oh yes, Mr. Firefingers there.
He was rather unhinged. He threatened myself and the wee coconut there.
Yeah, we had to defend ourselves.
He looked at me weird.
I would think
Are you so sure?
a fire.
His hands did catch on fire.
From where I saw, the damage was right near the powder kegs. So.
Or is that too obvious?
Well, as I'm looking and I hear you, what I'm starting to think is
No, it's not too obvious.
What I'm
It's totally
starting-
what happened.
what I'm
this
starting to-
pyromancer acting by himself.
But
You
what
know-
if there's intrigue?
quick
There's no intrigue. It's open and shut. Shut up, you idiots.
thing I would like to just say. One moment.
Hey, this isn't like rumors and whispers at court back where you're from. He was a pyromancer and he enjoyed the fire a bit wee too much, if you ask me.
I saw him smoking too downstairs. Deception.
I mean, smoking aboard ship would be a terrible thing to do.
20.
On that deck,
Not nat 20,
especially.
but 15.
Well,
plus
just
five.
in general, really.
This is so unhinged.
Okay, yeah. She's like, is that a fact? Well, there remains many questions that are still unresolved, like that pyromancer, as you claim he is, was in the brig.
Oh, no, he wasn't.
When we left the dock, he was.
Yeah, but now when the fire happened, he'd been out for a long time.
Tell me more.
Oh, we all left. Last day in there's dark.
Yeah,
We were
there's-
hungry.
There's hungry.
Something to do with like oranges rolling away. Gotta be straight with you.
So, you all left, meaning you were down there with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where we were in
Of
the
course,
break.
though, yeah.
Yeah, and you left together.
No.
Oh,
No,
no.
we
left
didn't.
at the
We
same
left
time.
together. We left from the same location to different areas.
How did you get out?
I
The
was,
door.
I was a potato.
Faulty locks, I think.
Interesting.
I wasn't in.
Alright, an off-table question
Okay.
here. Because this could potentially screw Tucker.
Oh, yeah.
He literally was the crew member that was down there with the key.
Yep,
So I could just point the finger at him.
you could.
You could. He's not here to defend himself. But also, his, what's his
Oh.
name? Rorak?
Rorak.
Rorak.
Just call him Deep. Deepwater is probably easier.
Deepwater. He was also on the stairs when this happened. He was also down.
I'm trying to remember exactly how. I guess it's good that Jack doesn't remember exactly how he got out of there. That's just great. Let's just
That's
leave it at
that's
that.
what-
Just
it's
keep
just
it
like
like
all I
that.
know is I'm not there anymore.
Yeah.
Which is the important.
I think I can give a full report, Captain. I went down after asking your permission to speak with the prisoners to administer to them. when the pyromancer suffered an injury.
His hands were on fire.
Yes, he tried
were
to
so
ignite.
helpful.
How did that
Tried to
happen?
help.
He set them on fire, misunderstanding the nature of the pyromancer's problem.
He was trying to make fire, and I was helping.
But he had a binding on him. He should have
don't-
been able to
he-
produce any magic.
He didn't understand that, so he set the pyromancer's hands on fire.
Oh.
Therefore, the otter, the large otter
Not of
fellow,
approval.
went to get help and a key to bring him up to your healer. I, of course, administered immediate aid to the poor fellow, who I thought was a poor fellow, not a villain as it turned out.
Oh, he was the bad guy.
And Jack, don't you have a door to go scare at?
In any case, there's a lot of unanswered questions that I would like answered.
Shoot.
I need
We're
you
going to investigate.
You are to investigate.
Cool.
Well, based on what we know, I think we are the right people for the job.
I had a feeling you were. You want to make a deception check?
I want to make a...
I don't want to.
I want to perceive you.
You want to? Okay.
What is that?
Like the
19.
captain's intentions, kind of.
Yep.
Oh, there's a sense motive thing in Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's one of the lore. It's one of the train skills.
Sense
Oh.
motive is a train.
It's an
skill.
action
Oh.
that uses something.
I'm trying to
Yes.
find it.
Okay. So what you
Is
got a
it
19?
19.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
She looks at you and just nods.
Oh.
That's
Taking in information.
It says
Is there an
what
insight
it
check
does,
here?
but
Or-
doesn't
Yeah,
describe
there
the
is sense
mechanic.
motive. We just got to find it. I'm looking
Yeah,
at
it says see if a creature is lying. Is that in a
That's
single
what the
action?
cheat sheet says. Yeah, cheat sheet's super
There's
helpful.
concentration and a secret check. In other words, you're supposed to make it, not
That's
us.
stupid.
Oh.
I don't like that.
No, you want us to roll all the
You
dice.
you
I
don't
do.
like
We've-
you don't like
we've
the
seen
secret
that.
checks.
Yeah, no, I don't like rolling. Because I mean, I can't blame the dice. I can just blame your dice.
That's
That's
right.
true.
Yeah, we have to play the dice.
Yeah. So if you want to roll for sense motive, I don't mind if you do that.
So just roll straight d20?
Yes.
I got an 18 on my d20.
Okay.
An 18.
Okay, I'm going to do it, Joe.
Okay. Other folks?
You know what? For Walls, I'll try
Is
it.
it
Joe.
flat roll?
Yeah.
I don't think so. 14.
How?
Interesting.
Oh, right. That was.
18 also.
Okay.
I think it probably does have a bonus to it.
I don't think Coco would.
Okay.
Coco's
we're,
just like, okay,
Fair enough.
we're good. If
Right
they're
on.
doing it, I already foolishly
I'm
trust
not gonna
them.
sense motive. I'm
It's
gonna
a
look it up in
perception
the
check.
book for.
Perception?
It's
So,
perception.
Sense
Oh, it's a
motive is a
perception
skill
check.
used to-
Interesting.
Perception check
22.
against a target's
22?
Perception DC.
Yep.
So you add your wisdom?
Perception.
Yeah, there's an actual
Oh,
perception
that's-
modifier.
Oh yeah,
21.
there's a critical
Thank you, yeah.
success,
I
success,
actually
and
have really high
everything.
Good. 21,
Wisdom-based.
21, 22.
14. It's just a flat roll, it's 14.
No,
No,
plus your perception.
Oh, plus my perception.
No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it anyway. I am gonna.
Then that's a 20.
20. 14 total?
Yeah.
Okay. You look at it, you're like, uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah. You three, you definitely get a sense that she's agreeing, but there's like this sort of twin, like a micro expression just at her eyes, just kind of like her eyes tighten just a little bit, and you get a sense that she is not giving away all of the information that she is aware of, or that she's trying not to give away that she's suspicious of you.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really like solving mysteries. Can I come up on the deck and do stuff? I got rope. And she casts it in her rope and just like starts. These like coconut vines start coming out, and she's like, "Hold on,
You are incredibly handy. Yes.
I have 2 hands."
You do. You are an amazing creature. Yes. Please go upstairs.
Yeah, I don't have to think. Coco scampers upstairs, like runs past everybody.
Okay.
I want to go up there. I've got rope.
Are we in agreement then?
Indeed.
Oh, hi.
If I may speak for us.
Yeah, no, what he said.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to tend to the wounded and the dead.
Well, perhaps I should offer my assistance in that.
Nah, you're good.
No.
Thank you, though. One of the captain's duties, particularly out in the open ocean, is rites of burial and tending the wounded. It is imperative to me that my crew and my ship maintain all of their faculties and our reputation. I will not be one to let that slide.
Ooh.
So, she kind of looks at you. She nods. Welcome aboard. Please see deep water for further instructions should you need, or Lucky. Lucky's the first mate. Lucky could probably help you out as well. And she turns and she leaves, and she shuts the door behind her.
Lucky's the halfling?
Yes,
Okay.
the navigator.
The one we stole rocks from.
The one with the rocks. Got it.
Fewer rocks than they started.
So, to avoid, like... Fuck it. Yeah, I think she's investigating us on her own. I think she's a bit suspicious there.
I'm going to just make sure she actually leaves.
You can listen to her footsteps if you
Yeah.
want. Make a perception check.
That's... Okay, I would prefer to do that.
I feel like we would all
Yeah,
wait
I mean,
and
yeah,
let her
yeah.
properly depart before we start talking about ourselves.
I don't like the digital dice. 14.
I thought 15.
17.
Okay. To your knowledge, she's left.
Yes. Last night I was imagining the future here as a crew member. Perhaps if the coconut being was correct. Coco. Coconut. Yes, it's right there. Now I really just want to get the hell out of here.
Well, we're on a ship with no real course of action. I think we have to investigate this thing, and then we have...
I mean, how hard should it be to prove what's true? Fellow was a firebug and he made an explosion. Didn't have anything to do with us, per se.
Well, buddy, here's the dice, though. I get the sense that she thinks it's on us. So the questions she might be asking us, she might already know those answers to. You understand what I'm saying?
What
So,
is it?
if she catches us in one of those, I don't know, lies, then we're a little bit fucked out here in the open sea.
So we have to prove our innocence.
Proving the innocence is big here.
Which one is lying?
Okay, so to you, my friend Jack, the lying one, here's what the lie is that we have no idea.
We don't know.
We don't know. That's a lie.
That
We do know what happened.
we
Wait, how many people?
Most of us know what happened.
My memory's a little fuzzy here because, as far as I know,
I think you're the
I would-
only one who's aware that
I
that
think
guy got
he,
let out.
he was with you, wasn't
yeah,
he?
no, he's the one
It
that
was
burned
just-
his ropes free.
Yeah, I was there when
There's the two other criminals,
he was
too.
told.
The two other criminals are still alive.
There
They're in
are
with them.
two other criminals.
Yeah, but they didn't see me. The only thing I'm truly guilty of is freeing his binding via Jack's magic,
Yeah,
which and then telling him where the gunpowder was.
but other people saw you and heard you.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay.
Well,
The other captives, probably.
Well, that was above
Well,
deck.
this was away
So-
from.
That was up because he had been dropped.
Oh,
from
yeah.
deck.
Yeah,
but
you
they
pulled him
him out.
aside
You
when
pulled
you
him
told
out.
him where the
Yes.
gunpowder
Yeah, that's
stuff
fair.
was.
The Russians
That's
left
fair.
him
Thank
alone.
you. Yes, that's
I
fair.
mean,
That's
the
true.
breakout, obviously,
Yeah, the
if those
breakout.
criminals
That's
are
the lie?
recovered, they'll know
So I
about
didn't
the
see what
breakout.
happened.
Hold on.
No.
We got actually got to figure out as character, as people. What
Yeah,
happened first.
we do. Yeah.
Rorak had dropped him there to go attend to something. When you and I came upon him,
Yep.
and I asked you to burn his
Vendek.
bindings away, then I told him where the gunpowder was.
That's correct.
Did anybody else see that I know of?
I think we were being. I think he was being. He wasn't trying to like.
There was a lot.
Tell everybody where.
No,
that
there's
he
other
He
things.
was being
People
a
were
little
distracted
shiesty.
at that time because I think there was almost the time when the eels were starting to get close. So I think on main deck there was, I think you're fine. But below deck, people were around.
So for the
But
everything.
they would have seen the Tucker's otter guy
Mhm.
give him to Rorak. So as for any witnesses there, other than the other two prisoners who saw how he got hurt in the first place, I don't think there's any witnesses.
You gotta,
Just
well,
you
you gotta
and
find
this
out.
idiot.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Just you and
I'm
this idiot.
confused about the lie.
Jack,
All right, so,
let me ask you a
character.
question, Jack. All right?
Okay.
And this is just a question. It's not the lie identification part right now, okay?
This isn't the lie.
No, not yet.
This is a question.
You helped the fire guy
Yeah.
get out of the mines.
I've helped him twice.
You did. See, now that's the truth, okay? The lie is what those two people down there in his cage are going to tell about you if they have a chance to talk about what they saw.
Okay.
So, what we don't want getting out is that lie, because what could happen, my friend, is that they can make it so that you were the bad guy. But we know the firebug was.
the bad guy.
No, we know that. That's the truth. You're not the bad
I'm
guy.
not the bad guy.
So we got to stop the lie from getting out.
Okay. How do we do that?
Well, Brother Argo, how do we do that?
Well, you know what they say. 3 can keep alive, 2 are dead. But don't worry about that.
Who are we
We
killing?
have to make sure that... Huh?
What?
We have to make sure that there weren't any other witnesses. And then we can say pretty much... I suspect your intuition about the captain is correct, that she already understands
Brother
what's going on.
Argo, sidebar for a second.
Yes, in my cabin, yes.
Can you go make sure you have all of your friends, all of the oranges and potatoes? They're
Yeah,
all accounted
yeah, I'm
for?
doing it.
Okay. Brother Argo, what if we plant an orange or 2 down in that cell? And we tell our friends they and then they just go a little bit ham on those 2 because the captain knows that they're not crazy about the fruit. We say none the wiser. There's no lie to be told.
Gosh, I'm so glad that Coco is up on deck right now.
Well, truth be told, it occurred to me too. However, they are very useful,
They are.
and I would not wish to squander a resource, especially in our current circumstances. So, I think we must act as one group for now, and in good faith, and in a sort of honor among thieves, perhaps.
I see what you did there.
So,
Just to be clear, so you know what my
but
intention was.
you've an interesting backup plan.
Was it? Okay. So you hear me what I'm saying.
I understand what you're
okay,
saying.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if you thought that the crosses were muddled there. Anyway, hey, you guys come back. Is everybody accounted for?
She's
I
up on
think
deck.
so. Yeah, Coco went to work on
Yeah.
the.
Everybody accounted for in your orange bucket there.
I can't count.
I can't,
All right.
count.
So what are we doing? I came up with Plan B. We need a Plan A.
She did mention going to Rora to maybe get an idea of where to start.
Okay.
Maybe that will give us an idea
Okay.
where they think it all began.
I do have an idea, a little bit of a second idea, right? Okay, look. Are they still in the hold?
Who?
The other 2 prisoners.
The other 2
No,
prisoners?
everyone's been out.
nobody's in
Nobody's
there.
out. Everybody's out. mingling.
All the cages were opened. Everybody escaped.
So then throwing me in there again is not going to do us any good. I'm out.
Well, but we should perhaps talk to those 2 prisoners. Some of us should go talk to them, and some of us perhaps should go talk to Rorak.
Oh, like an investigation.
Aye, exactly like an investigation.
That's
Just
a-
as the captain
That's a multisyllable
requested
word
us.
for you.
Yeah, I'm good
requested
at words.
of us.
Miranda said I was very good at words. She did investigations.
I'll take Jack. He's gonna say some things probably gonna get us into a little bit of trouble if we're not careful.
Never.
And you'll take Jack to Rorak?
Yeah. Me and
She did give you 2 names, Rock and Lucky.
But,
you do Rorak. I do Lucky.
Crazy?
Huh.
I mean,
You still have one of his stones. You can use that to, like, give it back
Nice.
to him.
All right. Very well. I have a slight fear of Rorak that you might give me honest work to do. All right.
Oh, and there's 2 missing people, right?
The prisoners, you mean?
I was paying attention.
Azuna and I can look for the missing prisoners and make sure they're accounted for. Or also, perhaps, that they stay missing forever.
Can't have another arsonist on the boat.
No, that would be bad. The last one put a hole in.
Now, to be clear here, my plan A on that would be helping them to escape, because I have nothing against them personally.
I think offering them a deal to play ball with us would be plan A.
I'm also amenable to that.
Perhaps we don't. If we're going to negotiate, we must negotiate from a position of strength. They are prisoners, as you were. So you have their trust, perhaps. Whoever accompanies you, Zuna, is it?
Yes.
It would be good if they could testify against the firebug. They were locked up in the cage with him.
Maybe you should get to know and see if they all knew each other. Right? Because they might not testify if it's a friend of theirs.
He's
but if they
dead,
don't-
though.
Yeah, but if they were a friend, they might not want to speak ill of the dead. But if they weren't friends, who cares?
I'm kind of hoping they're friends, because that guy was kind of a jerk.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't even
play.
realize he was the bad guy.
Either way, there's only one way to find out. We have to speak with them first.
I thought you said the captain was the bad guy.
I was mistaken. I make mistakes once in a while. As do we all.
I don't.
Really?
No, I've never done it.
Wow.
Never.
Now that's a lie.
Didn't sound like a lie.
Right. That's why he's good at it.
Jesus. Hold on.
All right, let's make action. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a good course of action here.
Just a moment. I gotta be.
No worries.
First on breakfast, I'll have the eggs.
I eat kibble.
He does. I watch him do it. It's mad.
It's like dried grass or something. I don't know. They just push it together and it's,
You can just have that in a bag.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kibble
gotta
bag. Bag of kibble. Bag of kibble.
It's gotta be so weird.
It's what I eat.
You have to put things into the top hole and then they come out the bottom hole. It's
One
gross.
of them.
I think it's weird that you're just standing there devouring the sun.
What about the rest of us? We all need the sun. You're just eating it yourself. Look greedy.
There's
There's
plenty
so
of
much though.
There's so much though.
Okay, so what are you doing first?
Yeah, yes, indeed.
Let's go to Lucky. We'll go to Lucky first.
Okay. Okay. So as who is going to Lucky?
Bad cop, dumb cop.
Yeah.
I nominated that for episode title.
Yeah, right. And you're on the upper deck, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we'll start with you. So as you go out the upper deck, so the other crew members look at you. They're kind of looking beady-eyed. They're kind of, "What are you doing?" They don't really engage. They just turn around and go back to work.
Coco's just standing there like, well, I guess I'm working now. Look at me, I'm on the ship. I'm working. Just like 3 inches away from the staircase, too.
Yeah.
Like, she hasn't even walked. She's like, I'm up here. I'm done now.
I'm very much picturing people like just going, just gonna give this thing a task and then I am walking
Whoa.
away from this.
Right now they're just kind of ignoring her. Right
Yeah.
now. Then Valeria comes out of her quarters. She looks around. All right, crew. We have some new crew members, and this coconut being one. What's your name again?
Coco.
Coco. Right. So, Deepwater, I need you to give her the basics on running the ship. And he looks at Larry's like, "You can't be serious."
At that time, I was standing up right because I was going to see him. I'm like, I come up next to Coco.
and he's like, "Yes, Captain." Great. And she goes back into her cabin, and so he starts to show you around the ship.
Okay.
Like identifying. He's like, "This is a mast."
Yep, that's the big stick.
Yeah,
I've been on boats before.
you have.
Yeah, it's the big stick.
Great.
It's fun to climb.
Oh, you're good at that. Good. You want to go up there?
Now?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do up there?
I want you to have the most important job,
Oh,
and that is to look out.
at
Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Just look at it.
And then when you see something suspicious, you report back.
Okay.
100% gonna start recording
Okay.
birds.
She casts inside ropes and she's like, as she's like nodding okay, she just starts going like this and pulling the ropes out from her guts, which are just like strings of that like coconut hair kind of
Just all.
cord, basically. It's just
It is a very weird
It's-
That is a
mental
very
image. Yeah.
graphic image. Yeah.
coconut hair
I
guts.
can absolutely imagine that.
And I
It
believe
definitely looks like a rope of hair.
I get
Did you ever see like,
some
the,
extra
what is it? The,
climbing stuff to that.
It's the artwork from Throw Burrito. You know, like it's like this weird, like Rainbow Ralphing Cat stuff, and there's like
Yeah.
one like hairy potato with like little appendages look like they're grass.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but I can imagine it.
Well,
Yes.
that's what I see.
Good. Perfect.
Awesome.
It should be a little bit
Fantastic.
disconcerting and off-putting.
Great.
That is what I want.
Oh, it is. Mission accomplished.
Great success.
Yeah.
So you're gonna use this to
Nailed it.
climb, I presume?
Yes. Yeah. It looks like it's pretty easy to
Yeah.
do.
This is gonna be a pretty easy
Yeah.
athletic
I
trip.
move a little bit slow, but
That's fine.
oh, that's good. I rolled in that one. However,
Well, you have rope, so that gives you a circumstantial
yeah.
bonus. You have
I also
hero
get
points.
to. Also have a DC 5 flat check whenever I critically fail to prevent a fall. So I have rolled higher than a 5, so I'm not gonna fall
great.
as I go up. It'll just be little
He
klutzy.
sees you stumble. He's like, okay.
This is right after
Yeah.
you said that you're real good at climbing.
I didn't fall. When it comes to climbing, that's the
Great.
most important thing.
See up there.
Picturing you briefly being
Yeah.
upside down and then just oh, I'm good.
We call that the crow's nest. You are not a crow.
I'm Coco.
You're a coco.
I'm a coco.
Great. So I need you to just scan all around all the time.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Great. Have fun.
I will.
you climb up, and
Yeah.
and like Eric, it's colder. I mean, it's a different kind of vibe up here. I mean, away from the kind of chaos and din of what's happening on below, it's much more peaceful and quiet. You get a sense of a kind of a breeze. You feel the rock of the ship. You feel the salt air kind of hitting your skin. This kind of thing. If you wish to make a perception check now, you can.
I'm gonna do my job.
Okay.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Okay. Let me see here now.
King's Royal Navy is
Okay. Yeah, right. And you see pirates. No.
Everybody on the dinghy.
So, as you look around, you scan, it's just open water every direction. Mm-hmm. But you do see, like, kind of shadow forms kind of below the surface gliding along.
How big?
Not like the eel size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I mean, would Coco know what a dolphin is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so they look like dolphins.
Okay.
Kind of swing around. You see them going in and out. You see they go down. Once in a while they pop up. But you see just kind of marine life just underneath the water,
That sounds
doing
pretty.
their things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's it for right now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you two.
So, I transform into Sherlock Holmes' cape, and I go around his neck, so he looks like Sherlock Holmes.
So the houndstooth. one of those,
However,
like,
the
shoulder-
very cool enough
Is
pudding
this like-
situation here is
this like
that he's going to have
3.0?
2 mouths. So you're going to be talking to this Lucky as if you have 2 different voices. Not at the same time. That'd be like
Sure
some
that
kind of
won't be
level of like
disconcerting.
coordination that we don't have yet.
Okay.
But his
like-
lips don't ever move
Right.
anyway.
So you'll be questioning in one voice, and then you might get my voice. Right?
Oh my god.
Like Batman.
That is so unhinged and I love it.
You could get, if you don't want to be a cape, you could get inside.
Yep.
Yep.
Can I be? I'm a lantern inside.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's bright. You know, I am emitting light.
I'll take Canty with us too. So
Okay.
He's gonna join.
So you go upstairs.
Cantaloupe.
So you're
And
taking your dog for a walk, basically.
He is my little boy.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misinterpreted that.
I'm gonna talk to him and her son again.
so after you see Coco go up there, up to the crow's nest, start looking around, you come to the main deck. You see some other crew members bring up a body, and it is Dave, the master at arms.
Oh.
Yeah, the one who was responsible for all the cannons.
Oh.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Was he dead from the explosion, or does it look like something else happened?
You not there.
I'm up there.
Okay.
I'm technically up.
As I see that, and we're walking down, I go, "Hey, you! Hold right there. We're investigating this situation right now."
From a little pup
From
to
him.
Yeah.
From this.
Yeah. Okay.
Blank smile face.
Yeah. And they look at you and they, yes, the captain said that you would be helping us.
You can
He
talk.
nods. He nods.
Yes. Well, we need to take a look at this body. Is this? Checks his hand.
Just pointing every once in a while,
Is
trying
this
to go.
Dave?
Yeah, this is Dave. He was a good dwarf. He sharpened his axe every morning. Always had it in his back, and you see another crewman bring up his axe with him, up behind him. And it's only proper that he be buried with it at sea. So we're preparing the body for burial right now.
What you'll be doing, instead of that right now, is you'll wait until our investigation is completed.
On what grounds?
And the grounds that I am the investigator here.
Make a perception check or persuasion.
I'm gonna help.
Diplomacy.
I'm
That's
gonna
what it's
help.
called.
Wait.
You
I'm
want
doing
to
the help action.
also persuade?
Oh, help action.
What is this?
Help
wait.
action is
Assisting.
different
Like,
here. I
possibly
think
giving
it's-
circumstance bonus. 8.
Yeah.
Aid, yeah.
Okay.
DC 20 check. So yeah, go ahead and do that first. If
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
do-
pass, whatever it needs to pass.
And what is this? A persuasion?
That would be diplomacy.
Diplomacy. +1. Nice. You can do this. Oh, actually, you might.
16.
I'm gonna bend the rules here. Okay, that sounds. Yeah, this is great.
Okay.
So that gives him a +1. to
Yep, you get a
everything?
+1.
Good idea.
22.
20 check. Man.
Yeah, it's a
I got a
tie.
20.
We should never use aid then.
Well, when you're higher levels, it becomes a lot
It-
easier.
Also, if you're helping someone in something that you are skilled in and have like a good
Yeah.
bonus, you'd
Yeah.
have
Right.
the potential to...
So like my
Yeah.
diplomacy is a 5, and if I got on a good roll, then your 1 would be a 6 now. Which would be nice. So I got a 22.
Okay. So,
Axe and everything, friend.
how long you gonna take? Because this isn't waiting. He's decomposing.
Look down at your wrist. I'd say as long as it takes.
Amazing.
This tiny little muttering will down at your wrist. It's so funny.
Because it did say that.
Yeah.
Down at your wrist.
I'm gonna walk up and pull the sheet off of him. You said he's covered up, right?
No, but
No?
he can be.
He can be?
Yeah.
Okay. But how would
You
they
wanna
carry?
take
Oh,
a
they're on a
look at
stretcher
it.
or something like that?
They're pulling him up. They're just carrying him.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull on the thing to kind of pull him down.
Okay. Fine. So the two guys they lower him down gently on the main deck, and we're not leaving though. We don't. That's our guy. We're not leaving.
You want to do a perception check?
Sure.
See if we can see anything wrong with this.
So if you're going to investigate the body, you can do a couple things. You can do perception, you can do investigation, you can do medicine. If you need a nature or potentially, depending upon those checks, other checks might be available to you.
Okay. Let's start.
There
with-
is no investigation.
right.
Oh shit!
There
I'm
is
sorry.
perception.
There's
Is this
perception.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're all there because I was thinking of that too.
Because the skills are different.
I do have a
Like, a lot of them are
lore.
the same. That's why it's.
Okay, so
Yes,
things that
yeah.
are applicable right now
Uh-huh.
would be
Medicine.
medicine, lore potentially if you have something that's relevant.
Okay.
Um,
Perception?
obviously perception. and possibly survival if you can make a case for it.
Did your druid die?
Underworld
Did you see him?
lore.
Horrendo.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's dealt with a lot of
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
one
that
of
could
my-
work.
that's
yeah,
one of my
Underworld
ability
lore would
pulls.
work. Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm just gonna do perception.
Underworld.
21.
Damn, you are on fire tonight.
Tonight I'm hitting it.
21 for
21.
perception.
Perception.
What
Okay.
did you get?
24.
Okay.
Underworld
So
lore.
you're both gonna get stuff and different information. Who wants to go first?
Him. He rolled first.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Both ways.
That was,
No, after you. No,
Good
but I
friends.
insist.
Okay.
good friends energy. I like it.
You know, okay, so you were looking over him, and he's definitely the whole front of his torso has been blackened, almost like it's disfigured his face. It's very difficult to discern just from facial stuff like who this person is. But his body shape, they know is Dave.
It's dwarf sized.
Yes, totally. Parts of his hands are missing fingers because they were just blown off. Looks like clearly explosion caused his death. And beyond that, you notice. Well, let's see. What'd you get again?
I got a 21.
Okay. While the front side of his clothing is, scarred, charred, burned, the back side, parts of it look lacerated.
Oh, some sliced him and then blew him up. Maybe.
That he's
I'm
looking,
like pointing out, and I'm like,
I fall out of your mouth as a magnifying glass.
I catch it?
Yeah, and
I'm
that's
like-
what I look like now. So go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So, you've been around
Wild.
Underworld lore for a while, right? And you've heard a lot of stories, you've seen some stuff. And this has the makings of murder. It's like this person looked like he was set up based on the lacerations behind, how his fingers were blown off, like almost all of them are gone. Something is not adding up for you.
This.
can I do a survival check, maybe, to see? Yeah, you
No,
tell
go
me.
ahead.
You're saying something, right?
No, I was
Yeah,
just
wait
gonna
for-
make
yeah.
like a stupid thing. I was like, the pieces don't add up. Go ahead now. You can go. That's it.
Looks like Will Arnett.
Yes.
Lego
Yeah.
Batman.
Like Joe.
Yeah, can I
Dark
do
Batman.
a
No
survival
parents.
check to see, like, maybe what kind of weapon made this? Does
Yeah.
that make
Yeah,
any
the
sense?
laceration.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Well, since you get that, if you have something else that might be applicable, so potentially crafting would work if you're looking at mechanical stuff. Arcana you could potentially make. Jeez,
That's
why are you
also
shaking your
brains.
head? What are you good at?
We dumb.
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom
So
and
survival,
Survival is a
nature,
wisdom.
medicine a little bit.
intimidation.
Okay, so survival
You
or
intimidate the corpse.
And,
Talk to me.
survival I can do.
that's fine.
Perception I'm very
And don't
good
forget, I got a pretty
Survival.
good high roll murder roll. That's survival. Jesus.
Very
Underworld,
good.
whatever.
Yeah.
More.
So really,
I need
19.
coffee.
19.
Yeah.
What are you looking for particularly?
Like trying to figure out, like, okay, something I saw the cuts that are in this. What did that
What caused
cut? Is this a little knife, a big sword,
Right.
Sharp or dull.
his axe? Is it
Claws.
pokey, choppy,
Claws?
slicey,
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this a
Is it
monster?
from an animal?
So
Yeah.
it looks like
sleepy, and death.
they were made with the axe, but at a distance.
With his axe
Yeah.
His own axe.
at a distance.
And that's what I say.
Coco knows what's up.
His own axe.
Oh! No,
We're gonna-
Coco doesn't have
I'm
a
gonna
clue.
need to
I
take
know.
a look
I
at
know
that
what this
axe.
is.
The game is afoot.
And a finger.
Coco has
Okay.
An axe. And my axe.
Yeah. So there we go. I think our part's
We're gonna
done.
pause.
We've,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
done good.
So you three together? I
Phenomenal.
forget.
I think you were
I was going to talk to.
gonna go talk to Deepwater, right?
You were gonna look for the other.
We were gonna look for the other escaped
Okay.
prisoners.
Who wants to go?
the
Let them go.
Okay. So you're gonna look for the other two guys.
Yeah.
Okay, the other two prisoners.
So
They're not hard to find. They're it's just they're below deck on the third.
Okay.
And they're just kind of hanging out next to crates, and basically with the storage, just kind of biding their time. you know.
sure.
They found some dice or something that looks like dice, and they're playing
Okay.
a game.
Bone pieces. I'm sorry, not that guy anymore.
And then, okay, so the deceased arsonist was a tiefling.
Correct.
And the other two were they both human, or am I
No, there was-
misremembering that?
there was
One of them was?
Warren Stormbeard, who was a dwarf.
Okay, there was a dwarf. All right.
And he was convicted of stealing from his clan's treasury.
Punishable by X.
Yeah, so that's why he's being
extradition.
transported to a distant penal colony.
Yeah.
He was
And
executed on the spot.
there are reasons. And then the other one is Anaya Kozo, who is a human.
Okay,
She's
so one of them
25.
was-
She is accused of espionage, but she's being transported to this prison because of that. Even though
Accused or convicted?
accused. So she has denied it, and she claims that she is innocent.
So then, Fauna Marks. Good evening!
It's morning.
Semantics, it's dark in here.
That's the time.
Make sure you get some coffee upstairs.
So, what did you think of the whole
We did
mess
have a name.
yesterday?
You're right. First one.
Who are you talking to particularly?
Steven odds this.
Yes, the old decision maker.
The dwarf.
Okay. I kept my nose out of it. We're on a boat. There's no place to run. There's no sense in getting involved in anything. So I just stuff went down. I just got up. I tried to get out as fast as possible.
Did you know the guy?
What? Do you think we all dwarves know each other?
He was a tiefling.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dave.
What about Dave? Nobody mentioned Dave.
What about Dave? You didn't mention anybody either.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Grim is out the side just going like,
Sense
no, wait a second, who mentioned Dave then?
Different. I guess playing dumb characters is fun.
Yeah.
You betcha. Oh my god.
You betcha.
Yes, it is.
You betcha.
Oh my.
Because now it's like,
Oh.
out of character, I'm like, well, if that one's suspicious.
Yeah, right?
Ship of fools. That's what we're on right now.
Oh my god.
Sense
Fools is
motive.
getting more and more
Completely
accurate.
with that. There we go.
We have to get competent at some point.
Do we?
No, we don't.
No.
I'm gonna use a hero point on that. I don't like
Oh.
that. I don't like the
no.
2.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
I
Early.
like that much better. Perception though for sense motive, right?
Yes.
Or were we using
Yeah.
21?
Okay. He, believe it or not, seems like he's telling the truth.
Then nobody's talking about Dave?
We don't talk about very
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, even though he's confused, he seems disheveled, and he like something happened. Like he can't make his memory is not good. So he doesn't. So he thinks he's telling whatever he says is truthful.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Because the body might have been found more recently, so he might have been thinking. Because that was the more recent occurrence.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. Okay.
Because seeing a dwarf, even though he's a criminal, there's still some connection.
Kinship there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the arsonist. I mean,
Oh, him. What about him?
not that I think you were in cahoots or anything, but you were in the same cage. Did you know him?
No, I don't even know her. He looks at it and points to Naya. We're all in unfortunate situations, and we're all being transported to the prison for various reasons.
Oh, actually, a fair bit of good news on that one. 2 parts of good news, actually. One, the captain seems very concerned about locking any of us back up in the brig.
I heard. It's good.
And 2, we're actually heading to the prison island.
What?
We're on a completely different course. We're heading to the prison island.
And that doesn't bother you?
Do you want to go to the prison island?
I want to know where I'm going.
Surprises.
Maybe call me a glass half full type of person, but not
You're
the
a glass
prison
half full
island.
kind of person.
Thank you. Not going to the prison island is good enough news for me for now.
Well, I know. I mean, you want to get out just as much as I do, but the uncertainty of this, like, I don't know where we're going. That's not okay.
Ooh, what if it's someplace worse?
Where's the prison?
Some horrible wreck of an island with
Fix it.
monsters and cannibals and who knows what.
Only it would stay there.
You have a very active imagination.
I don't know what it's like out here.
It's generally not like that.
Very mundane.
Usually. Well, it's like, oh.
This is quite the interrogation.
Targeting each other. Where were you last night?
I was with you.
All right.
Where was I
Anyway,
last night?
back to the point at hand. Not that we expected that you were friends with the deceased arsonist, but you were in a cell with him, and you had testified that he was a bit buggy and overly fond of fire.
I don't know. I just ignored him. I mean, I think what you're getting at is circumstantial. Did I use that word correctly?
You're not a lawyer by profession, are you?
Nah, I just know kinship law. How do you think I'm not dead?
Anyway,
His face was priceless.
we've been tasked by the captain to investigate the events of the explosion. We're all pretty sure it's an open and shut type of case, and we were just wondering if you could perhaps lend some testimony.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, why not? I mean,
I don't know you.
no, but the captain might think it'd be nice if you told us. Then
I don't know her.
it'd roll you out of suspicion. She
I'm
threw the
not, I'm not suspected.
Oh, I think she's suspicious of everybody right now.
That includes you.
It does.
Good.
But right now, we're on her payroll, so we're on the better side of this.
Yeah. I mean, after seeing the way you all behaved and breaking people out and doing things and misleading people, I'm not getting involved with any of you.
Right then, and how about you, lass? You look like a good, sensible person who knows the good end of a deal when you see one.
There's no
Moves
deal
on.
here. Like, what do you? No, I'm innocent of everything. I'm gonna prove that. You know what? She looks over at Bourne. Bourne, it's been nice playing dice with you, but I gotta go.
Right, no, of course you're innocent. We're trying to lay the hand of guilt on the guilty party.
Okay, so if you want to make perception or diplomacy checks, you may.
Sure. You want to make a diplomacy check. I don't.
I will have a lovely +5.
I have a
You
negative
got a nice
1.
5 on it.
Come on.
It's not
18.
18. Okay. Excuse me. And so Naya looks and goes, if you're really looking for somebody to, question, it's not us. I mean, why'd you go talk to Lucky? I mean, he was the one messing around on the second floor earlier.
Lucky was on the second floor. The navigator.
Yeah, for a brief stint. I don't know what he was doing, but I just saw him there.
Interesting that he'd be below decks as the navigator, isn't it?
Aye, well, thank you for that piece of information. I hope you have a lovely...
What time?
Aye, at what time did you say you seen him?
Was it during the
Gosh,
attack?
I don't know. It was before everything went to hell.
After the eel?
look, there was a lot going on. Like
was
I
a
was
very
free.
busy day.
I was free from the brig. I realized I was free. I'm like, this is great. And then people are screaming. There's an eel attacking. What do you want from me?
It was a hectic time for all of us. We're trying to make sense of it ourselves.
Yeah, right. But I'm just saying, I don't have an accurate memory.
Well, at any rate, I wish you luck.
Yeah, you as well. Good luck with your investigation.
As we're walking away from these two, how hard would it just be to say that the fellow who's nutty about fire was nutty about fire? I feel that was nae a big ask.
Not necessarily cagey. If anything, it would incriminate them more than it helped.
Why did the dwarf talk about Dave? How do you even know Dave? He was locked up in the friggin' brig with us. I think that's a matter for another day, though. I'd like to have as little to do as possible with that man. I heard he stole from his own clan.
But regardless,
It's lucky he still has his beard.
whatever he said, I got a good vibe about it. I don't think he's lying there.
Still stealing from your own clan, though.
It's poor form.
What do you wish to do?
I wish to take a break. Can we get a break?
We can take a break. Yeah. I was wondering if you want to finish your turn first and then take a break, or if you want to do a break now.
I need water.
Yeah,
and I
cool.
can-
We're good. Break is good.
Yeah, that
it is
works.
It is good.
Break
All
time.
right, break time, Rudy. Peace. Okay, that's cool. Hey, everybody.
Our comedian friend Mike.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think he works anymore. I
Loud
think he might
guy.
still be playing D&D with Chef Aaron. But
I see.
I know Chef Aaron used to come to Meeples every Sunday. We just talked about all kinds of nonsense, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Nice business there.
Yeah.
So there's
No.
Alex, he works, and no joke, at the library.
Yes, I know. I remember running into him there. He's like the loudest person I know, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
As
Yes.
a loud person myself,
No. But he's
he's
quiet in the library.
impressively loud. But yeah, he was.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
tones it. It's surprising. I'm like,
he's-
okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Like, I was not part of his hiring process because I'm on the board, but it's just like, I'm glad he's there. Anyway,
Yeah.
good. Hi everybody. We're still gabbing, and Calvin just decides to say we're going live, and we're just gonna roll with it. So that's what we do.
Oh, wait, are we live?
It's as if we're all friends and we could probably just talk all night and be, completely
Yeah.
happy.
I mean, if you want that as content, we could probably make that happen. It saves some pressure on me.
I'd
but
like the
like,
podcast.
oh my god.
I think our contracts wouldn't allow it. Though.
Oh my god. Online bullshitting. It's just. But anyway.
On this episode, Podlot, nothing happened.
We take Seinfeld to the extreme,
Oh my god.
Anyway, so I just want to remind you all to check out Wednesday's show
Hunters.
with Hunters. Anything you want to prep or pitch?
I wouldn't miss this one if you like action.
Ooh. Action.
Or if you're an L7 loser. Square.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Josh. Can I hit you with something?
L7, check it out. It's a square.
It's a
Is
rectangle.
that a pun? I
It's
think
as
that was.
best as you
not a
could
pun.
do with a rectangle
dumb.
It's
square.
just so much
Now,
play.
I'm like,
It's
Here's
wordplay.
what I would offer. The Nerf guns are for puns, but you could just, throw a couple darts at it.
I'll throw
Says the guy who says just today that the pun guns are for punzel.
I said, I was saying, without using
medicine.
the
Get
gun.
better.
Get better.
And then Sunday we have Kingdom of Steam. Anyone you want to pitch or?
Oh, it's a good time to get into it because it is now just level 5. They're
Yes.
starting a new story.
Arc.
Yeah, new arc in the game.
Are you leaving behind Von Zief?
They have
Von Zief is
captured
not
Von Zief.
out of the picture
Captured.
just yet.
Captured currently.
Okay.
But more importantly, we found Snickers.
He's the.
It was very satisfying.
Hungry. Well, I win.
That's a pun.
Yep.
That's a shoot.
Oh God.
That's a gudgeon.
No.
We got to use them.
Okay.
You should just call them Tucker
There you go.
guns.
There's your gun.
Tucker.
Thank you.
Okay,
we
so
got
so
one
please
shot.
check out the 2 games on CT Avis's channel on YouTube, and then Odd Lot for Sunday, and then Monday. As far as I understand, nothing is going on. We should be playing on Monday again.
There's no holidays, right?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
so
Yeah.
A couple come up in April that they're both on Sundays, but it shouldn't really affect me.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Palm Sunday, Easter stuff, which is a big thing for my family.
Right.
Yeah, not that I'm much of a churchgoer anymore, but my family is.
But it's a family thing.
Yeah, it's a family
Yeah.
thing. So, but that should not affect Mondays unless I have like random papers due or something like that.
Insert Vin Diesel meme.
So,
Oh, speaking of which, Der Wolfman had potatoes. How could you do this to me?
what?
Der Wolfman ate potatoes today.
Yes.
How dare you?
Nutritious and delicious.
Eat all the potatoes.
No.
Sleepers, beds.
Okay. So let's
Argo turn.
it's
Yes.
bring it back. Play the music, and we're gonna pick up where we left off. It is Argo's turn. What are you doing?
I was going to see Deepwater
Yeah.
to ask him some questions, I guess.
Okay. So you go up to the main deck, and Deepwater is, he's doing things with ropes to make sure the sails are all good. He's checking ropes to make sure they're all, not damaged and the knots are fine. Various things around the ship. Basic maintenance. How do you wish to approach? What do you say?
Mr. Deepwater. As you may know, the captain has recently brought me aboard for my expertise in these matters here. No, not sailing. I am your apt pupil in that. But before we get to honest work, I must ask you some questions. What did you observe on the evening, last evening, before the explosion?
Where are you going to start?
Well, sometime I think after the eel, but before the explosion. And that time.
Oh, so you're talking about the time you help people get out of jail.
I went to your otter friend there when one of the prisoners was injured by another prisoner.
I didn't see that.
Okay. So we'll move on from that since you were a witness to that.
That's fine.
I understand you lost a crew member. My heartfelt apologies for that. I am sincerely sorry for the loss of one of your.
Is this
your
a
mates.
deception check?
No, I'm sincerely sorry.
Okay.
Because he's actually feeling kind of guilty about that.
Okay. Okay.
Now, the obvious signs point to the pyromancer. Fire, explosion, gunpowder. And with Dave being the man at arms, he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. However, were there any disgruntled crew members, or did anyone have a problem with Dave in particular? Did he owe anyone any money, gambling?
You need to make a diplomacy check for this.
It's gotta be so hard to stop saying persuasion.
Well, we've
Yeah,
been
it's-
saying the D&D
I'm gonna put my
ones for
hero
so
point
long.
reroll.
Sure.
Oh, hero point reroll.
Okay, 16.
Okay. He looks at you and he just looks down, makes a new knot, moves the rope along, makes a new knot. I'm not talking to you because you were asking me to betray my crew, betray my friends, and where I come from. That's not how we do things.
Of course, if one of my friends was in fact a murderer, I'm not sure I would protect them.
Good for you.
I'm sure the captain will see your side of it.
She
having
will.
known you longer, of course.
Obviously.
Long, awkward pause.
Well, I see we have reached an impasse here, Dave. Deepwater. Perhaps if I conclude my investigation successfully, you'll feel better about me. I endeavor to earn your trust.
Make a perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
16.
Okay. So, one of the things that you notice with this is all of Rorok's gear, including his harpoons. Now you're like kind of recollecting stuff in this moment. There is an intricate artistry to all the stuff that he owns, and it's a lot of it has this kind of intricate knotwork pattern, various swooshes and whorls and things like that. And no one else on the crew has anything like this. So your basic, I guess, the assumption you're making right now is that he deliberately fashions his own gear in an artistic fashion.
Artist? Curious and curious.
Wow. Oh my. Like, what has he got that's like, I can see that.
Okay, so he's got a sash across his like a leather sash across his chest. Jesus, Matt, find your words. His belts, everything leather on him has got this intricate kind of patterning to it, and he's with his harpoon is usually on his back or always nearby, and he's inscribed the same kind of patterning on all of the tips of his harpoons.
What? Forgive me. It's not for me to say, but your sash, your bandolier, it's gorgeous. The dot work, the detail on it. It reminds me of my old friend Davidson, who, God's rest his soul, he used to do such fine work. And I'm sorry, just for a moment there, it brought back fond memories for me. Do you do it all yourself?
He puts the rope down. He gets real close to you.
Oh.
It's like, do not draw attention to this.
I'm sorry. I thought wearing it out in the open. I didn't know there was a secret.
It's not. But don't draw attention.
Wouldn't, of course. I mean, it's your business. So, did anyone have a problem with Dave?
You sly fuck.
I'm throwing that in.
So,
One more question.
So one more time. Okay, so make another diplomacy check. You give us +2 potential bonus.
Let's see. It's +7, so that would be a 26.
Oh my god! Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta check notes real quick. Make sure I'm being accurate. Okay. I can't speak for particular crew members, but Dave had a habit of acquiring souvenirs from various ports. And he has a whole lot of trinkets tucked away in his rucksack downstairs from various places we've been. And I don't know if they are legitimate or if he bought them or what. I just know he's got a lot of things. And I know what we get paid, so it doesn't always add up.
Thank you. I'm sure nothing untoward would happen, but I appreciate the information.
What guarantee do I have from you?
Guarantee of what?
I will throw you overboard.
I'm not being intentionally stupid here.
Bet you're not gonna call attention to shit.
Call attention to what?
pulls out his harpoon. And he looks at it. He pulls out like a whetstone. He starts sharpening it in front of you.
I think that would be all the guarantee that you would need right there in your hand. I'm certainly no match for you
I'm glad
physically.
I'm glad we understand each other.
And you're no match for me intellectually. But
Oh.
thank you.
He just muttered that under his breath.
Yeah. He looks at you. He's just gonna. He's not going to argue with it because it's true. Anything else?
I think pressing Deepwater for more questions is not wise at this point, so I'm going to take that piece of information
Okay.
and try to figure out where Dave's bonk is.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, and when you go down to the lower decks, crew quarters are pretty obvious. I mean, the way things are organized, the way things are hung, or stuff like that, it looks like it belongs there. So, finding Dave's rucksack is like a little small, square chest. It's like a rectangular stuff. It's not like a treasure chest, but like something a storage chest, right? It's got a padlock on it.
That might be beyond me, but I think a certain fellow I know might be able to do something with this. I'm going to go look for Coda.
Okay, cool. Anybody else supposed to do anything while he's in transit?
We're still going to talk to Lucky, right?
We were investigating body.
But we were actually supposed
That's
to be
what we
talking to
were
Lucky.
going to be doing is hitting up the Lucky, but
I also want to see if I see Coco on the thing. I'm going to wait.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, you look up, you see Coco up there.
Hey, how's it going? You hear in your head, because message.
Oh, and I'm used to this, probably.
Oh yeah, all the time. You can reply, because we're within sight.
I have to look at a dead body.
Was it a farmer?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
no.
Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah!
I love it. That's all the information that gets passed on. Saw a dead body. Nice.
I think so.
Oh my god.
But, you're with him, right?
I am currently.
So you would see him wave up at me and then stare in silence for a
The
brief
third eye
moment.
opens.
So,
you would
because I'm
probably-
still-
eye?
No.
okay.
My
She
third eye was
yeah,
probably,
okay.
yeah.
I'm still the magnifying glass, so I can clearly see that.
Yeah.
When
So,
we're done
And you know what's
investigating,
cool?
I just put it back in.
Yeah, that's right. What I envision in the magnifying glass is like in a quick glare, you would see my face,
oh,
right?
that's
But like
fun.
you'd see it's see through otherwise, and it's tortoise shell.
Oh,
rimmed.
no, that's
Yes.
Oh,
Like-
how fancy.
Well, it's got to resemble my coloring, and it's
Fashionable.
pretty tortoise shell.
Like, I know I said this a lot during Odd Lot, that there should be a graphic novel, but this should be a fucking graphic novel.
This is pretty
I
rad.
absolutely love being this character. He's just such a tool.
Literally.
ahead, do it.
Oh!
Oh, all right.
Yes, I welcome the bullets, Tucker. All right,
Tucker, that one's for you.
that was all of those were for you, Tuck. Yeah, so
Anyway.
we were gonna go and look for Lucky.
1 second. Make a
Yeah.
percentage check.
Oh, sure.
And you have sea lore, don't you?
I do. I have ocean lore.
If you wish to use that instead, you may.
Instead of perception?
Yeah.
No, good. And that's an int based. Lore is all int based, it would seem, and that's by hand for me. It is a 15.
15. Okay. So, off in the distance, directly in front of you, you see a cloud formation starting to start. And it just they don't look like storm clouds, but they are low to the ground, low to the surface of water, and they just seem to be forming.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing else unusual about them as far as I can tell. It seems to be like a natural phenomenon.
You get a 15.
Yeah, that's fair. Clouds, a fact of clouds.
But you notice that it's in one section. It's not. It's directly in front of you. Everything else around you is clear skies.
Oh.
So
Okay.
there's that.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna look for what's the name of the person who gave me the task?
Deepwater.
Deepwater. Right. Oh, it's Deepwater. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna write in his head. I'm gonna be like, I found some suspicious clouds. They're suspicious.
And you see him like, kind of walking away from Brother Argus.
I did my job. I'm doing a good job. Found some suspicious clouds. They're suspicious. You can talk back to me. It's in your head. Yeah. As long as you can see me. Yeah.
Great.
It makes sense that he wouldn't know. That was perfect,
yeah.
honestly. He's like, okay.
Keep up the fine work.
Will do, boss.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. What do you do?
So we go looking for Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's back at the wheel. And again, he's kind of floating above it, kind of reclined.
Like at the big wheel?
Yeah. And he's got one of his feet kind of guiding it just so it doesn't move any forward. He's just kind of like...
Oh, he's taking it easy.
I now am a spyglass. And I want you to hold me. But you're
stand out of his eye.
but you're not so smart.
Yeah.
So it's backwards.
That's lovely.
Hi!
You happen to be Lucky?
Yeah, we met earlier.
That's great. How lucky are you?
How does his voice get so far?
Oh my god!
Wait. You looking for some action?
Yeah.
Gambling.
Yeah, action. What kind of action?
Well, how long do you think it's going to take us to really figure this out? I'll take a bet on that.
Figure what out?
This investigation that Captain's got you on. See, I'm betting you don't.
What part of that is an action?
Anyway,
So as
You're
Clearly
just
there's-
talking to a
there's
pumpkin with that.
there's two. My eye now because looking, I'll blink at him and I'll be like, so putting my cards out on the table. One would guess that. Well, I guess let me call your bluff. What is it you know?
I'm not bluffing it. I'm asking if you want to bet.
I do want to bet.
Then let's bet.
Okay, let's bet. What do you want to bet?
How much you got?
I don't have next to anything. Have you seen these pockets? And I'm still
And I turn it around so that the small end is on the other side, and then I put it through the eye hole, and I just rest it in there.
Distressing.
Oh.
You know what?
Uncomfortable.
That's grody. and what happens is I'll just kind of like drop and then I'll come back out as Tanuki for my version. I do have this lucky rock, actually. I think you know this rock. this one. You want to bet this?
It's mine.
Is it though?
Oh.
Because I have
Is it?
I think he's holding it.
Looks like looks like.
Keep you back by rock.
Well, here's the dice. If you want to bet, we could bet, or we could just, we'll call this a good and safe bet, and you tell me what you know, and you get your lucky
No,
stone.
okay. No. I see where you're going with it. Like, let's do double or nothing, okay?
Ooh, double and nothing.
Yeah,
I do
so,
think this.
like-
I think.
If you don't solve this investigation by the end of today, keep my rock back and 10 gold. And if you do, I'll give you 20.
Yeah, no, I'll take that bet for sure. I mean, I think 20 gold's a lot, though.
Is it?
10G is a lot.
So to me, it's I mean, I'll find.
Do you even have 10 gold?
I have
Doesn't
8
matter. Do I have it yet? No.
I have 8 silver.
Do I have it yet?
See, that's the operating word.
You can turn into 10.
Yet, I can't.
No.
That's an
that's
actual.
too heavy?
There is an actual feat for that,
Oh,
where I can
see.
turn leaves into currency, and then it
you
goes.
serious?
Yeah, And then those leaves, well, it passes off as currency, and then after a day, it goes
you're a
back into
counterfeiter.
leaves. Yeah.
Oh,
That will be
that's
something I pick up. So.
That will
Anyway,
be
it's
later.
not anything I got right now. I'm still practicing the trade,
Yeah.
drawing on leaves. But anyway,
This campaign is gonna get so off the rails. It's gonna get so wild.
It's good.
I'll tell you what.
Good.
I showed you mine. Now you show me yours. Wait, show me the 20 gold that you claim to be having that you're going to be paying me, or else there's no dice, there's no deal, there's no bet.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
I can make things jingle too as I jingle my elbow. Right? Show it to me.
Okay. He pulls out the bag and he opens the bag from a good safe distance.
Now,
How much is in there?
Make a perception check.
How much of it is rocks?
I got an 18.
13.
Okay. So between the two of you, he's good for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I take out my little pouch that I have with more my money, and I show like my 3 gold that I have in there.
Well, my friend
don't know
here,
why, but
well,
he
my
is
friend
doing it.
here is trying to tell you.
Are you offering me money? I'll take the money. That's great.
No. What my friend?
not.
Unless you want to bet for it. I mean, I don't want to take it unfairly.
He's saying the stakes are real. If you don't know how to speak Leshy, that's what he's saying. Now,
That's what I'm
the
saying.
bet is the bet. You want the rock, double or nothing. By the end of the day, we figure this out.
Yeah.
You pay up, and all is good in the world.
Are you
No.
good for it? Let me see your cash.
My cash is where it's at. I jingle it over. He's got it. It's right there. He just showed it to you.
I heard 3 gold pieces.
That's what I heard too. But you know what those are? Platinum. 30 gold pieces if you count correctly.
Make a
One.
deception check.
Platinum each.
Jack is excited and looks into it.
It is, boy.
That sounds expensive.
That'd be a 13.
You have a heroic point naturally.
I have
you want to
that.
re-roll.
And
There's
there's,
two
there's
And
two
there's
on the
two
Just
on
table.
take
the
that
table.
one of,
Yes.
off of the table,
Okay.
and we're gonna go with
Not better.
24.
Oh, so much better.
It's a 19 on the dice.
Okay, I gotta.
Worth it.
Did you say it was deception, right? Yeah, 24.
Okay. So he thinks he clearly he looks at you and he's like, okay, and he clearly thinks you have 30 platinum pieces, or,
Okay.
or 3 platinum.
30 gold. Yeah.
So,
If we manage to mess this up, it's gonna be so bad.
I'll tell you what. Nah. You good, Fred?
I am very good. I tried to be.
You are the good guy. We're good.
Miranda says I'm very good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you want to bet on other things, we can bet on. I take bets on if Rock's gonna get pissed off in the next 10 minutes. You know, we can bet on how many fingers Dave lost. I mean, how many?
Lucky, I can understand why you got your name. I think it's a fantastic situation you got going here. Me, I'm not the type of guy who typically throws around my money and says, hey, let's go play it on and give it a chance. You see, that's why I'm gambling with you today, because I already know who did this thing. The whole thing. I know your 20 gold is as good as mine and your stupid little rock. But
not
I
stupid.
guess we'll find out what happens at the end of today. I'm sorry, it's not stupid.
It's not stupid.
Anyway, we cheese. Unless you have something else to say to me there, Lucky.
Unless you want to bet some more.
I don't like betting with you.
Beautiful.
Okay. So as you leave, Lucky, now
We're gonna go back to Argo.
Puts
I
his
think.
foot back on the wheels, just guiding us around.
He sure seems casually and happily driving the ship today, huh? Wasn't driving with his feet yesterday. Also, Coco is pretty bored up there, so you're gonna be like constantly seeing various different colored like little leaves that are like not quite right, but she's gonna just use prestidigitation to craft tiny little leaves, and she's just like throwing them kind of like paper airplanes. She's just like, oh, let's see if this one, where this one goes. So they don't last for very long, but it's gonna kind of, you know, that like sakura blossom kind of effect.
Yes.
There's a little vague version of that kind of just happening from the crow's nest.
Make another perception check for me. You have +2 for this one.
I rolled a 19 on the die, plus 6 for the +2. So that is a 25.
Okay.
Dang.
So you see that this cloud formation is getting weirdly close to the boat. Like it's moving faster than normal clouds would.
Okay.
You see this, and you look closer. You see the cloud has got this almost sparkling, like glitter-like character to it,
Ooh.
and it moves not like a cloud. Any cloud you've seen moves. Sometimes it kind of bubbles out and kind of recedes, and the other side moves forward, and like it's kind of like almost like this
Oh.
kind of undulating, kind of rolling motion.
All right. She's gonna whisper anyone who's above deck right now with the message. Be like, hey, do you know about clouds? You can talk back to me so you're up here. You can see me.
Well, I paid attention in class. I do definitely know about the cumulonimbus clouds and the stratus.
Oh, you got fancy words. You know this stuff. Look at those clouds over off the. Is it off the port bow? Like, where is it? Where's the?
It's directly in front of you.
Oh, yeah, like right in front of you.
Yeah. Well, that's a cloud that wasn't covered in class.
Okay.
Actually,
And then she's just gonna. Oh,
could both of you make a is there like a lore check for? This is gonna sound weird, but make a society check.
society check. Okay.
Ooh, she just spoke in high society.
11.
Let's go. I think that is a
You lose a negative
15
1
on the die,
-1.
so that's a 14.
Okay.
and 11.
11. You're blindly just looking at this. You get this weird sense of home.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like it's like it's kind of like this. You get this little shiver, and it's like unnerving of the familiarity right now.
Huh. Well, my home's the Fae.
Mhm.
I live from the Fae.
Also
you
I-
were hung out with a druid for a long time.
Oh, then make a society check.
Society.
Are you Fae as well?
Yes.
Do it.
9.
Not very sensitive.
9.
Not very.
I get a
sensitive.
I get a plus
You're
6
the
on
only one-
this.
You're the only one who picks up on the sense that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that cloud. Because I'm looking at the cloud, right?
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah, because I messaged you and asked.
I'm like, it reminds me of Arenda. That's weird. If you, and I say it out loud and then back into your mind too.
I
Like
imagine we probably got top deck
Are
right
you
now.
both at the top deck? All right,
Like,
you'll
that's
all be
strange.
getting the whisper of, you know anything about clouds? And then I'll be like, look at the one over there. So you'll all be looking at
That's
it.
strange.
I
I,
mean,
don't know why it
tis a
reminds me
cloud.
of her.
Don't think it looked like rain. So
Wait.
There should be a
Doesn't-
second.
yeah,
you
as
saying?
far as Grim's concerned, that's a cloud, all right.
Arenda.
Brenda.
Yeah, she brought me to life.
Wait, you think that feels like the Fae right there?
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that in class, this cloud.
That appears to have a silver lining. How about that?
Have we... Okay, so now that he's told us that it does feel like the Fae, does it... Do we see anything about it? Like, is it familiar?
Oh, you're going to try to inspect it
Then
really?
you can make an
Is
perception check, or if there's an investigation thingy.
Can we all do that?
Well, okay, so you can all do it. So it could be Arcana. If you are from Fae,
Oh.
you can do Nature,
Oh.
or it can be Perception.
Do
Nature.
it,
Arcana, baby.
I am rolling
I'm
in
gonna go with
character. That is a
Arcana.
1 on the die.
Oh no!
I am gonna use my hero
I think
point.
it might be alive. That's what Coco says. I think it might be a pirate too.
Yes. That's
17.
a 19
I-
on the die plus
Okay.
7.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't. Here.
Did you want to?
What'd you get, a
I'll
19?
roll it.
You got a 17?
I'm just gonna roll a perception. I rolled a 20 on the die.
That is
That is a
good.
25.
Okay.
I have a 26.
But I don't know
Oh.
anything special about the Fae or crap.
26 for
I'm
which,
just rolling perception about it.
I,
which type of roll did
17.
you
oh, I
use?
definitely did nature.
17 Arcana.
Nature.
Yeah.
17?
I'm a druid.
10 for
Nature.
perception.
Okay.
And a what nature?
Nature.
You get
26.
You get a 1.
Yeah, like
Okay.
3 in total.
So, sorry, you guys are just like, it looks, now you start to get the sensation.
It feels similar.
Like, it feels like weirdly you're in the Fey world because he brought it up, and now you start to pay attention to it, you start to get this feeling like it feels like home. You look over at this cloud in front of you, and based on your knowledge of kinetic movement, this is not behaving like any cloud you've seen before. It almost like it has operates on its own inner logic, and it moves in ways that looks like intentional, like almost like it's falling forward, rather than just kind of floating along by the wind.
You know, when you look at it, I mean, yeah, it's cloud shaped, but it's not moving the way that a cloud moves. It's almost moving like, the way a creature moves, like it's moving on purpose, which clouds don't do.
It is from the Fey world.
And you look at this, and you're listening to all this happening. You're starting to make sense of it. If there's more of this flash of inspiration, and what you recognize the cloud before you as a very large cloud of mist pixies.
Oh, it is alive.
Okay.
And okay, so
Have I seen anything? Have I seen that before? Because I was in the Battle of Cliff Knoll. I saw.
We saw all kinds
I
of
saw
shenanigans.
Oberon bring a T-Rex in and stomp a bunch of dudes.
nothing like this.
Nothing like this.
No.
I've seen time.
So,
It's about heroin.
okay, so like I tell you, from this distance, it is. As you look more closely, it looks like a crystalline fog that's kind of moving towards you, and it kind of there's like these twinkles that pulse throughout the fog. And what else is there? Yeah, that's what from this distance. That's what you see. And
So-
recalling on this,
Yeah.
like most things with Fae, these entities are tricksters. They're not to be trusted.
Oh, this is giving me some crazy, like, oh my god. Okay, all right. This is something. I'm sorry. I'm just so many thoughts happening all at once. This is definitely giving me flashbacks of part of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe series. Sorry, there's a journey that they take, and there's a fog that gives them hallucinations and
Oh, okay.
stuff. There's
Anyway.
monsters in it.
Jack is gonna go. Oh, we're in trouble. That's a cloud of pixies, I think.
They're the dangerous ones.
Are there non-dangerous ones?
Probably.
I guess they could be non-dangerous. I've never.
Not in this part, though. Like, maybe back in Fae, but not here. Fae Wild, I should say.
Pixies are kind of like piranhas, right? Like one of them you can handle. A lot of them you're just bums. Is that kind of is that your vibe of them? Out of
Oh
curiosity,
yeah,
Jack?
that's like yeah. We should
Shout out to
not.
Lucky.
We should not be here.
Wait a second. Hey, Lucky. If I was a bed man, I would be heading hightail out of here. That cloud ain't fun. It ain't a fun cloud.
We should maybe.
I'll take that bet.
We should maybe talk to somebody right now, like a captain or
Oh my God.
somebody in charge.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go talk to. Wait.
Just because.
I'll go. I mean, I needed you to pick a lock.
Oh.
Do-
Well, I can go
How
do
big
that.
a deal is this? We have our own bacon in the fire, so to speak.
Have you ever had a pixie try to bother you?
How much could that be? They're small. You just swat them.
Do you know?
But see, there's a lot of.
See how there's a big swarm of them.
You know, instead of
get
of
everywhere.
one tiny one, imagine there's like I don't know, a couple thousand or maybe I actually can't count. So I don't know how
It's at
many.
least
but
10.
That's at least 10.
And I will tell you, as whimsical as the Fey world is, it's not exactly the friendliest place.
Did you say something about a lock leaning back?
Yeah. They were all having a very serious discussion about imminent danger. And then, what'd you say about a lock?
That's
A lock
exact.
tricked?
That is Coda, baby.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little bit more concerned about the cloud. But,
Oh yeah.
There's probably no magic too.
Me
let's
too.
talk to the captain quickly.
Captain. Captain.
Yeah, we go knock on the door maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She's in her quarters.
Captain Stormeye.
Yes.
first things first, your wheelman up there is more up to the gambling thing instead of steering away from a giant cloud of doom pixies.
Doom Pixie?
Oh yeah, she might want to step outside and take a look at this.
No, that's a metal band. I would
Freaking
go.
doom pixies.
Doom pixies.
Right. Okay, let's. She before she leaves, she checks her compass. Puts it down. Okay.
Wait a second.
Jack just points out at the.
You know about this?
No, but what?
The doom pixies not going to Prison Island? Wait a second. You're taking us to these pixies, aren't you?
You should stretch
No.
before you leap to those kinds of conclusions, my friend.
I don't stretch.
Absolutely not.
Well, then, why aren't you running out there to go take a look at the Doom Pixies and to yell at your man Lucky for not steering
Because
us
you're
away from him?
standing in the doorway, you moron.
Oh boy.
Don't mess with her. She went into the eel's mouth.
I've been into an eel's other end. Doesn't matter. In my dreams, it happened.
You're making it worse.
Stop talking.
Yeah, Jack's just gonna stand there and just kind of point at the out on the side of the railing and just be like,
Finally, someone who can do their job.
Pointing.
Thank you. And she kind of just pushes you all the way.
Yeah.
In the future, allow me to talk with the captain. No, she's a bit sweet on me.
You got it there, Playboy. You got
hear
it.
that.
Oh, good.
Unfortunately, the rest of
Two
us
the die. She does
did.
not hear that.
Hey.
And she strides out past both of you, and she goes, following your direction, she goes to the bow of the ship, and she looks at it. Huh. She goes like this, and a deep water runs over, and they start talking.
I'll listen in.
Okay, make
Ooh.
perception checks. They're talking amongst themselves. So if you want to eavesdrop,
Everybody is eavesdropping over here.
Dirty
Coco's too far away, so there's no way.
Also have a dirty 20.
11.
okay.
One.
Okay, so you don't hear anything.
Nice.
I am not listening.
Thinking about the lock.
Definitely thinking about that. Like,
Okay, so you had a 20?
Yeah.
needs to be locked. Locked
11.
to be picked.
11. Argo, you listening?
16.
16?
Dirty 20.
30, 20. Okay, so the 20.
Okay.
Everyone else, didn't hear it.
I
So,
was busy distracted by the eel story.
so as you watch them talk, and you kind of position yourself, to the side of them, so you can sort of a little bit hear them, but watch their lips, and you just kind of just get right up close, and you're just kind of,
Huh?
yeah, and they don't really see you because they're just kind of absorbed in what's happening here. But you hear them talking about the nature of this entity, and they're talking about, like, what do you think it is? Is it dangerous? Do you think, should we go around it? They're kind of really questioning about this stuff. And Valeria, she's like, well, stay the course. Let's see what happens.
Can I retroactively have sent Conti off with them and just listen through Conti?
Oh, sure, yeah, that's
Oh,
probably
that's
better.
cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
So yeah, she's like, we have a heading. Wasting more time circling around them, even if this fog would probably move towards us. Just stay the course. And she looks down at her compass, puts it back, and she's like, "Take care of it, Deepwater." She goes back.
I've just turned to Arco and guys and just be like, they're gonna go into it.
Would being below decks help at all in this situation?
I think having that compass would. She keeps looking at that compass like it's going black. Maybe there's something to
Are
it.
you trying to say the captain keeps looking at the compass as if it tells her which direction north is?
Feels
Because
like there's
that's usually why people look at a compass.
That's what she'd want you to think, buddy.
Make it interesting.
That is what I
Or-
think.
Sea lore check.
I'm
19.
You're not heading north.
I'm gonna wave to Coco. Now my concerns have shifted.
Hi, Jack.
Okay, you should come down, and we should get away from that cloud. Do you want to go down below, maybe into one of the jail cells or something
Oh,
again?
it's dark down there.
It is. I don't like it, but
I don't want to go down.
but
It's nice up here. I colored everything. There's so many fun colors up here.
I think it's not safe.
Oh, if you say so, boss.
I'm the boss. Okay. Yep. Come on.
Veg Commander out. And Coco does the ropes and works her way down. Do you want me to roll to make sure I don't fall on my ass?
No, you're fine.
So yeah.
Unless you want to.
It's fine. I'd rather not die. It's good.
How far out are they? How long do we have until they get here?
Based upon your knowledge and how quickly it's moving, you might have an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll still.
Coming, but not super imminent.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, they just you saw them on the horizon and it moves closer, and it takes a while for even at their speed.
All right. So maybe we should still figure out what all this other stuff, bad stuff, is happening first, and then we should get very far away from here.
Well, if there is another villain afoot, and we're getting trapped in here somehow, because, whatever that is, it'd be better to not trust that person.
Can we just say we quickly share what we picked up from investigation?
Dave hit himself with his own axe.
That's weird.
That seems unlikely.
But
Maybe
it
he had
did.
an itch.
Could have been an itch. But it looked like he hit himself from far away
Now, I'd like to
with his own axe.
present an alternative theory. Someone took Dave's axe away from him, and then this other person cut Dave's fingers off with his own axe.
Wow.
It wasn't his fingers. It was like he had marks on his back.
But I think he also, all his fingers were like gone
blown,
too, right?
charred off.
They look like they're, from what you saw earlier, they look like they were blown off.
Okay.
Oh.
No fingers.
Never mind. The previous statement was the one that makes sense given the actual facts. Sorry.
Now, what I've heard about Mr. Dave is that he took very good care of that axe, sharpening it every morning and all that. So I don't think he'd given it up willingly to just anybody. It had to be somebody he knew.
Someone he shouldn't have trusted.
Apparently.
Dave had an unusual collection of trinkets, perhaps more than he could afford, given his salary as a sailor. That was why I needed you to break into his strongbox, see what's in there.
If it was me who had an unordinarily amount of trinkets from something that I couldn't necessarily afford, how do you think one would get that?
Theft,
Or
conning people, which is how I would do it.
gambling.
You think he won a bet that he...
I think our friend upstairs was so confident we wouldn't figure it out by the end of the night. I think we got a lot of things that could be found in that lockbox.
Let's go.
I've been wanting to do it since you said, hey, there's a lockbox.
Well, the Doom Pixies are a bit of a distraction.
They are a bit. Let's go take care of this box.
I thought the arsonist was the bad guy.
The arsonist is the bad guy.
He was a bad guy. He wanted to take our boat.
But there might be another bad guy.
Two bad guys?
Remember when I mentioned the intrigue?
No.
It's a big word.
There aren't any trees to get into.
Part of me is happy for you that you're getting the intrigue that you wanted, but the rest of me is really rather upset that this wasn't just a simple case of a pyromaniac setting things on fire.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Okay.
I'll give him cover. Kind of like lean up. You're pretty short, right? Like,
Definitely.
Yeah, behind like my.
So as you go down to the next floor, down the stairs, you hear the Dragonborn carpenter as he goes by Scales. He's down at where the hole was with the mushrooms, and he's just like, "This is not my work." He looks very frustrated. He's complaining a lot, and I don't know how to fix this. And you see the little gnome Pip, the ship's engineer, next to him. Yeah. Just kind of He's like, yeah, I know, Pip, but that doesn't help me in this situation. You know, totally understanding her for.
Love it.
Okay, so then you go down to the next level. You see the crew's quarters with the rucksack, and it's out in the open underneath a what's the thing you sleep in? Hammock. Thank you. Words.
It's okay.
Yeah, and some other stuff, and it's got a big padlock on it.
Stealth?
By all means.
Do we need a stealth?
Stealth for. That's like thievery. If you're gonna pick
I
it.
know.
How many people are around?
Right.
Try to do it on
okay.
observe.
If you want to, okay, then yes. Stealth.
You know, because he's going to be looking out. But...
So a little bit of stealth first, and
So
then we'll
15?
get to fever.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're moving along pretty stealthily. Other people are doing things. So you seem really confident you're not going to be noticed or paid attention to.
Okay.
I didn't roll for stealth. My plan is to be kind of obvious and you actually use deception to draw any eyes away from what he's doing and just I'm just looking around.
Yeah, why don't you make that check now?
So my deception would be 11.
There is still one more hero point on the table.
I'd use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Oh, it's worse.
Oh no.
11's the better roll.
It's worth the shot.
Well, you're keeping a close eye, and some people are getting closer to you, and you're trying to do your thing, but you're unclear if they're going to really pay attention to him.
Okay. Ready? That's a 9er. 16.
16 to unlock the.
Okay. You're good. And the thing drops open. There's like a little puff of smoke emerges from it.
Ooh.
It's the worst that can happen.
Yeah.
Do I know about this smoke?
Do you have any lore or anything?
Underworld, baby.
Then let's do it.
Too.
Yeah.
I'll give you a 14.
Underwear lore.
Underwear lore. Haynes.
Did you do the check as well?
Do the check.
For
For the underworld.
Or underworld. That would be a total of 16.
Okay. Yeah, so you look like this is a little nervous, but not too nervous. And you recognize that there was a spell embedded in this that misfired.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it was booby trap.
What's the matter with you? Jesus, I've done this 1,000 times.
He's like cranking the thing open.
I did take the lock and I just go.
I put a. There was a magical trap on that. There's something very valuable there, or there should be.
And as he says that, I look back and I go, operating word was. Not anymore. And we open it up now.
Okay.
I love the two different reactions. Like a trap almost went off. You're like, yeah, but it didn't. Carried out of business.
I'm a chaos creature, baby.
What the fuck? Come on, POS. I just had all the lists. Put it there. Okay. So as you open the rucksack, you look at there is like a smorgasbord of like weird little items, kind of arranged very neatly, almost in a semicircle, from start to finish. And in the center, there is a coat of arms for a dwarven clan. On each side, there is a couple of like small candles that seem to be ever burning.
Oh.
And there's the stuff you see around it. You see like a mummified goblin hand, a small piece of crystal that looks like moonlight, a piece of gold not minted in Ekros that you know of, and there's a brass ring, and like an old glass chess piece. Just all this random little stuff. Almost like it's
meticulously.
Yes. So what it looks like is that it's a shrine to his clan.
Okay, buddy. Got a lot of fancy stuff in here. I mean, sans the goblin hand. It's fucking weird. We got some rings. We got some gold that's not been. I mean, I've never seen this gold before.
Is it gold?
Yeah, it's
It
a
looks
gold
like gold,
piece
yeah.
that's not been minted in that process.
Yeah.
But it's
As much as I would be interested in that gold, as I know you would be. We should not touch this gold. It is too unique.
Well, I was just about to get to that point. You're not wrong. I feel like this has been situated in a specific way that I think we should probably just take this back to our friends. And what do you think? Ooh, actually, I want to. So I'm a magical misfit.
Okay.
Anything in here feel magical? Like, can I do an Arcana?
Yeah.
You have like a kind of detect magic feel.
Well, I
sense
have
kind
a
of thing?
use magic device, so like I feel like story-wise I can sense when something's magic because I can then say, bippity boppity boop, and then the magic ability would, if I roll right, it works.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
20 dirty.
Okay. You get an aura of like magic here, like almost like there's a protective magic encasing this, but it's like it's designed to keep something in.
Interesting. Yo, brother, I get the sense that there's a magic situation keeping something in here. I don't think even if we wanted to take it out, it could come out. I know that you said that I set off some kind of a thing, a trap. Does it feel like the trap that I set off, or no?
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely know it's not that trap that I set off. This is something different. Maybe we should take this back.
I don't know what to make of this. I was hoping to see stolen goods, ill-gotten winnings from gambling. I don't know what to do with this in regards to the investigation.
Have you ever stolen something, Brother Argo? You probably not, because you're a brother of the cloth.
I don't have to steal. People just give me things.
When I do, I don't put it in a chest behind a lock, my man. I put it under a floorboard that maybe is a little squeaky. I put it in some kind of a thing that's not saying, "Hey, look over here. There's something special in it."
Like, where would you hide this?
Can I quickly
instance.
roll like a kind of thing and see if there's like a loose floorboard or something?
Oh, you
that
want to like
can keep it-
peruse, see look
Yeah.
if there's
Yeah,
a
like
good hiding
investigation.
hole?
Investigation good deal.
Okay.
So thievery would it be?
I think there
Underworld
actually
lore?
is an action about.
Underworld world. Oh, what would you just say? It's
I
an
think
action.
there's an action to look for this.
Like investigate.
Seek?
Yeah,
Seek?
seek.
Standard
That's what it
area.
is. Seek.
Yeah,
What's
using
it?
perception.
Perception.
Yep.
Scan an
I'll do
area
that
for
too.
creatures, objects, using perception. Or it is still.
Woo-ha! All right. Let's see. Perception. That is a 25.
Yeah, and I got a 15.
Okay. So you're kind of looking underneath the rucksack, and you see that some of the boards have been tampered with.
Loose boards, you said.
I did say that.
By all means.
So I go
Be
waka
careful.
waka waka, and I turn into a crowbar.
Nah.
Oh, great.
I was just gonna say, if you two went off by yourself, that's your tough luck. Because I would have been like, flux.
I'll get a +1.
Okay.
I'm
So as you pick up the boards, it's only a couple of small ones, right? And underneath is a crafted like little area that's not part. It was not originally part of the ship. You know, it's like a little secret pocket, right? Inside is one pebble, and that's where we're gonna stop tonight.
Told you so's.
Ooh, Peppers. Yeah, I was. As soon as he was piloting the wheel with his feet, I was suspicious.
And when he knew it, and when he knew, was so sure that I wouldn't figure it out by tonight. It was him.
Also, betting on how many fingers he lost.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
There was a
detail
bunch
you
of-
picked up there, my
There was
friend.
a bunch of
Wonderful.
creepy, creepy.
That's why we're best friends over there in the Feywild. He gets that stuff.
All right, so
Fantastic.
in that case, we're gonna everybody out in cyberspace. We'll see you all next week, and we'll maybe conclude this random investigation that just popped up.
I'm gonna solve a crime.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Well, that's solved